All right, welcome to your collective love reading for the beginning of May, the beginning to mid-May. We'll take a look at the energies here. See what Spirit, I just want to see what Spirit has to say to you guys. It's not necessarily going to be the quick relationship spread that I usually do, but we'll see. Just going to play it by ear. And then if we have more questions afterwards, then I'm going to make a video, put it up on Vimeo for you guys to purchase to look into it more in depth. I'll ask all the questions that you're wanting to ask in the extended reading that I'll put a link to below. All right, so what's going on? So on the true love journey, there's always a runner and a chaser. Both of you meet, you have some kind of a meet cute, even if it's just online. You guys see each other and it's kind of like a love at first sight kind of thing. You really click with this person and you really get them. And it's really, for those of you who actually meet in person, it's just really precious. Then the masculine, and this not a gender thing, but the masculine one runs away from the love because he's afraid to get hurt again. The feminine one has done more healing, and she or he is leaning more into the relationship. They're wanting to get going on it. So she kind of grabs on and he kind of runs. And then they go into what's called separation. And so on this channel, when I do these collective love readings, I'm looking into the one, I'm looking out for the divine feminines because they're doing all their healing and growing here on this channel as well. They're working on themselves. They're, doing that kind of thing and learning to get over their abandonment issues and their triggers and everything else that they, go through, being hurt by the divine masculine and all that kind of stuff. Not that he's doing anything to hurt her. It's just that it's meant to trigger us and help us grow. So then I come on and do these bi-weekly love readings and I'm saying all this because a lot of you are new, that I do the bi-weekly love readings. What was that? To read into the masculine's energy because he kind of goes through the separation period while he grows and matures and becomes more ready for her. Then they can come into what's called union, and that's them actually beginning a relationship. And they can make that relationship last as long as both of them can take personal responsibility. So if they're both able to reflect on things, ponder about things, come together, grow, and be able to apologize for the things that they do, then they're ready. So let's take a look at the masculine right now. What is the energy of the masculine? All right, so I'm picking random cards here. I'm not even turning them over yet. How many should I do? And one more. Okay, and everything I do, everything I say, everything that happens around me is all very synchronistic, and it'll all have something to do with something, even what I wear. Even, if the cats like appear or meow or do anything like that, like right when I'm saying something, pay attention to what it is I'm saying. Learn to do that with everything in your life, and your life will become very magical and synchronistic. Wow. Holy cow, you guys. Wow. Okay. So the bottom of the deck and the tarot, I use tarot on these love readings, but I don't always use the tarot, but it is a tool that you can use. And it's just a way of talking to spirit, talking to God. And I see God as a group of deities. So the bottom of the deck always represents what the theme of the whole reading is. And it's you, divine feminine. It is the Queen of Cups, the one who could make a really good mother, the one who's compassionate, loving, kind. She's getting that crown on her head through this journey, through this separation phase. She's learning to become the master of her emotions, the master of her healing. And she's very intuitive, and she is absolutely, totally full of love. Okay. So you are the object of this reading. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. I just peeked at the next few cards. Sometimes if you peek at the next few cards, it kind of gives you the theme of like just a little bit of an expanded clarification to expand on. I'm just like kind of blown away a little bit. Okay, so not only do you have the Queen of Cups, but you've got the Star and the Empress and the Eight of Wands, and as if you didn't know it, the Six of Cups. So what those mean, so this person that they're in love with, which is you, Divine Feminines, are their bright future and their star, and they know it. They want to heal things with you, and they're holding on to that line of fate, that cord of fate, that string of fate, if you will. And they know that this is destined, and they're striving to have that bright future with you because you're everything they've ever wanted in their entire lives, all wrapped into one little cute little package. And they might be wanting to make you pregnant. Otherwise, that's a new beginning. It could even be a part of the new earth. Look, it's an earth. You're birthing the new earth together. So you guys could be leaders in the new earth. You could be a power couple for the new earth. And you've got all these grand ideas of what you can do to contribute to a bright future for all of us. So and I just looked over at the pondering card. Like he's just pondering what you guys could do together, all that you can accomplish to heal the earth, to heal each other, and to heal everyone. So he's just looking into all the different ways that can happen so that things can really line up and go very quickly. With that Eight of Wands, it's about I'm trying to balance out here. So it's this is everything lining up for you. Everything lining up for you and going very swiftly forward. So it's kind of like, okay, permission granted, go for it. And he comes running. It's also lots of communication. It's texting on a regular basis. It's everything getting into like a flow going forward, like getting unstuck and really, actually, what's funny is I just glanced down at my Moldavite necklace. Thank you to the person who sent this to me. Moldavites are all about that. If you have a Moldavite, be wearing it on you because it helps you to heal your heart chakra. It helps you to heal your heart so that you're more open to love, receptive to love, and not so afraid. It also accelerates your journey. It takes you from where you've been to where you're going faster. It also, I mean, gosh, it does so much. If you put this against the light, you can get downloads. It's transparent. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a meteorite. So they're super, super powerful, and they are the Eight of Wands energy pretty much. They got me here to Boulder. Moldavites did. Oddly enough, here's what's crazy is I just remembered that I have this big Moldavite that I named Eli. And do you guys remember Eli coming on my channel and talking about those truths and stuff? That was pretty crazy. I didn't put the two together until just like last night. But anyway, so things are going forward very, very quickly. They're really aligning for the masculines, and they can't stop thinking about you in this bright future that they have with you. And you're not even going to believe the cards the masculine is getting. And this isn't head, heart, hands, like I normally do, but damn, Ace of Wands is a whole new life opening up for you guys. There is no negative cards in here. There are no negative cards. I did see a glimpse of the, what was it? The Eight of Swords. So they just have to get past a little bit of worry, just a little bit of worry. It's not much. It's like they've realized that they've kept themselves in a self-imposed prison. It's really just been in their head, and they realize that they're actually just fine. So I think that they've just made some kind of a breakthrough, or they've just matured. I think they've just matured to the point where they're just like, meh, God, it was all in my head. I know it's going to work out just fantastic. So, oh my gosh, you guys. He wants a brand new start, brand new, passionate, inspired beginning that feels really natural, something that just it's a brand new chapter opening up. This is also all about, that's the Queen of Wands. She's also look how giddy she is. She's all about a new, passionate, inspired beginning. Both these cards pretty much mean the same thing, except the Queen of Wands is you, a fiery person who's ready to make a difference and inspiring people Maybe you're creating sparks in people's hearts, it's like, and they want that new beginning with you. They want to wrap their arms around you. Look at everybody with their arms around each other. They want to cuddle. They want to snuggle. They really believe with the 10 of Cups is that you are their ultimate fulfillment, their emotional fulfillment. You guys are going to be like a family where you're going to wake up every morning smiling at each other and smiling at the beautiful family that you have put together, whether that's, fur babies or actual babies or kids you both had prior, it doesn't matter, but you're pulling together like a family full of love. And look at all the different colors of the rainbow. I mean, there's so many different things that you guys are both each bringing to the table that's going to make such a cornucopia of of happiness for you guys. Maybe even each of you represent some different things that you're bringing to the table that neither of you have ever actually experienced before. And having those things in your life are going to just accentuate it like you've never known, like pleasure like you've never known, intimacy like you've never known. Like it's going to feel like a brand new world. It's going to really feel like something you've never had. And it's going to make you want to celebrate. This is a card about celebration and coming together and maybe even drinking. You guys might, this is drinking too. That could be with the cups. But it's more, I feel like it's more like the Ace of Cups, where when you love yourself enough, it's like that love just pours out of you into other people and you fill up their cups naturally by your cup being full. They're playing around right now. So you're going to have this really playful, beautiful connection with this person and this really, really happy life. Wow. Okay, so I'm being led to these cards. Okay. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life. So maybe they stopped forcing things. Maybe they stopped trying to be heavy-handed in this the cats are kind of play fighting right now. Maybe they quit fighting with themselves. Maybe they quit fighting life. Maybe they were fighting against the flow for a bit. And they decided, you know what, I'm just going to roll with it. I feel like life is calling me in this direction. And I've been resisting it long enough, and I've been in denial, and I've been fighting myself, and I've been in this self-imposed prison long enough. It's time that I just go with the flow now. The recovery of health and wellness are here. So when you are in a toxic relationship, you get depressed. You think it's all you. You think you're crazy sometimes. You think something's wrong with you. You're jealous. You're angry. All of that stuff comes out in a very unhealthy way, and you just think something's wrong with you. And it's just a toxic connection that was meant to trigger you so that you would go inside and you would heal and you would look for those answers and you would go deep within you. It's not to hinder you or to handicap you or to make you come to the realization that you're crazy. It's to actually, that's why I teach the exercises that I do about thank you, God, for my misery, Byron Katie, things like that, is because then you can go inside like the feminines have also had to do, and you can realize, okay, I deserve better than that. I deserve to be loved. And when you're in those relationships and you watch the romantic comedies and you wish you could be loved by the person next to you, but you know that they're not capable of that, but you try so damn hard and you're just like, please be like that. Please love me like that. And they just won't. They won't because they can't, and they're not meant to do that. They are called a karmic. That is somebody who's supposed to teach you a lesson. So they're supposed to abuse you pretty much. Their role is to abuse you or to treat you as unworthy. Really what they're doing is they're treating you in the way that you feel you deserve deep inside. So they give you that, they're that little devil saying, you're not worthy of anything. You're not, and they're that negative voice in your head. And they're pretty abusive, and then sometimes really abusive, quite literally. And then you go, wait a minute. You just kind of wake up one day and say, or maybe it's a slow evolution for some of you, but it's kind of like you just kind of go, oh my gosh, I might be able to have all those things that I wanted this person to be in someone else who would give that to me naturally. I could actually have that stuff. Whereas before, when I was actually asking this toxic person to give that stuff to me, I was really barking up the wrong tree. And that not only was that person not loving themselves either, so that they couldn't even give that to you, but they were also just not, they were never going to be that. They were just never going to be that. And this true love person that you're drawn to, that you feel not good enough, evolves you and matures you into being able to accept that kind of love. You have to love yourself to a certain degree to be able to accept the kind of love from the person who would love you naturally, if that makes sense. So you can get what you want in a partnership, but you've got to love yourself enough to accept it, or you'll push it away. So even if that toxic person would have treated you, would have turned everything around and would have been really cool to you and everything that you were asking, it's still, you still didn't love yourself enough to be able to accept it. So they probably have a true love that they're now with, or that they're, if they're evolving, if they start loving themselves, then they will then go to their true love too. So it just works out like that. Works out for everybody. Nothing's to be condemned. No need to be mad at anybody. It all is as it's supposed to be, and it's all really beautiful. And if you can just see it that way, then everybody gets the right person. So own your divine power, replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So this is where the masculines are going now with this, is they've learned to do this. They've learned to stop giving to other people who don't really give back to them, who just demand or manipulate or try to get all that they can out of him, but don't really do anything for him or her. So, he's starting to get into his power now, and he's starting to say, this is what I want. And, if you give back to me, if there's an equal exchange and I get just as much back from you as I give to you, then I would love to keep that connection. And if you're accepting of my true love, then we've got a beautiful party going on. We got something really beautiful we can start rolling out, everybody being happy together. And it can be just healthy and happy for everybody involved. However, the divine masculines are also, as they're ending the people pleasing, they're saying, I don't care what anybody thinks. If they don't love or accept my true love, they're not going to be a part of my life anymore. Or at least I'm going to have some really super strong boundaries so that they cannot have an effect on my relationship. But they're also in their own way, like in their work. Some of them are changing careers or relocating, or they're just making some healthy adjustments and things to their lives that are enabling them to have that fresh new start in the most authentic way they possibly can, with the person they know who will love them as they are, for who they truly are, and somebody they can heal with. It's not like you're not going to have problems with your true love. It's that you guys will be more mature about it. You guys will work more as a team. You guys love yourselves more. You're able to come together and be compassionate and understanding with each other more. So, and that's what it's about. Divine intervention, God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So I feel like the divine masculines have been given a set of miracles, and so has the feminine, I feel. So they are getting their prayers answered at this time, and in miraculous ways that kind of shock them. Like, I can't believe that worked out so easily and effortlessly. So again, with the gentleness, you've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. So a lot of them have taken this time to just really get better mentally, from that toxic relationship. They've been healing and working on that. They've been learning to, again, not force or control things, but be really gentle with themselves and others, have compassion for other people, have empathy for other people, having more compassion for themselves, knowing the way that they should be treated, and actually being self-soothing, pulling away from circumstances and saying, you know what, I deserve better than this. I love you. I don't know why those people don't see the same thing. Why do they keep thinking I need to be something that I'm not? And so they keep dropping into their heart center and healing that, so that they can let themselves sparkle and shine as the true selves they are. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So, and that's in owning their divine power. They're owning their divine power now. And thanks to that divine intervention that's tried to set them on course. Where is that card? That's aligning them. Divine intervention is kicked in with these miracles that are making things really align and go forward. It could involve communication, since my throat did that. And they're realizing that it's okay. It's not only okay to be different, but it's actually what they're called to do. It's actually what they're supposed to be in this life, is unique and different than others, not the same, not the same as everybody else. They know that they're here to be their own unique selves. So I'm going to use my masculine cards, notes from your beloved ghoster, that are for sale on my website, amysatori.com, new products. All right, so universe, can you please, I guess that was a yes. Let me know what else the divine masculines are feeling at this time. This could be several messages. This may be, different messages for different masculines, since we've got, the group of you, but let's see, or it may pertain to all of you. Okay, so since they've been through so much change, they want you to treat them like a man or a woman and not a child that you pity. So it's important to me that to feel respected and for you to see me for how I am now, not who I've been in the past. So they don't want to get beat up for the things that they used to say to you, or that they used to do, or if they did back and forth before. They don't want, to come forward to you now feeling really solid and sure. And you'd be like, well, are you just going to disappear on me again? Or, oh, are you going to just hurt me again? They've matured, and they want you to notice instead of beating them up for the past. So have an open mind, have an open heart. And if you don't on a certain subject, then I would advise doing my exercise, thank you, God, for my misery. If you put in Amy Satori and the word misery in a search on YouTube, then that video should come up. It's about 20 to 30 minutes or so, and it'll tell you how to do the exercise. It's very beneficial, and it really shifts you out of a victim mentality, and it helps you to see why your higher self has put you through certain things, okay? I'm still trying to get over my ex and related wounds. Please give me space while I heal, and know once I lick my wounds, I will come to you properly healed. I've really been through the ringer, I tell you. So they had that toxic relationship that they've had to go back through and reassess and do all that Four of Swords type of energy of what is it that who am I truly? Do I believe all those negative things that they were telling me? Am I really what they were saying that I am? Or am I, all that stuff that I was saying that they've gone through, that's what they've been going through in healing. And it could be, we have that health card, and then be gentle with yourself. I am very sick, someone close to me is, or I'm having to take care of myself or them. I don't want the situation to burden you, so I'm just taking care of this responsibility at this time. So it could be that they're dealing with a sickness. It could be actually, some of them, I feel like it's a mental sickness or it's an addiction of some sort. They're trying to get over it, and they're trying to heal without your influence, but also without burdening you. So they're basically just taking care of themselves right now, trying to get strong so that they can come to you, their true selves, and healed and strong. They also feel, you don't know who I really am. I'm catfishing you, but I've fallen in love with you. So I'm to the point I know I need to tell you my true identity, and I'm dreading you won't love me once you know. All right. So some of you, this is actually somebody who's catfishing you. This is somebody who's been through all of the stuff that I've been describing in these videos, but they are not the person that you think they are. So, and this could also be that you don't know something about them. Like it could even be somebody in that, this has been coming up lately, but it could be that they want to get a sex change, or maybe they are a different sex than you think that they are, or maybe they're just a totally different person than they convey in the movies, or as their person, what they're conveying to the public. Maybe that's dramatically different from the person that they feel they are behind closed doors. Maybe they're super, super shy, painfully shy, but yet they act like they're super outgoing in front of the camera or things like that. Or maybe, it's just something that's dramatically different, very dramatically different than they think that you would be okay with, or something like that. Or they're just totally afraid to tell you who it is that they are, really. So this is that unconventionality card that we got as well. But they are meant to sparkle and shine like they truly are, and they don't realize that you are their true love. So you will love them through anything. Whether you stay in a relationship or actually marry them is a different thing. But as their true love, you will love them through thick and thin. You will be there for them the rest of their lives. They've got you through anything, you know? So, and I feel like some of you going, well, should I reassure them that I'll be there for them and whatnot? But it's like they gotta just tell you, they gotta open up to you and admit this at some point. So just let them come to you unless you feel like you need to say something like that or hint at it or something. Yeah, and I know that, you know, when they ghost you for such a long time and stuff, you're just like, what is it that they're hiding? Like, what in the world? And so you might have already gone there, like, is it that they're like, do they dress like a woman? Do they like have crazy kind of sex or something that they don't think I'd go for or whatever it is? But again, now remember that mental prison card. Like they know that they've put themselves in this prison. And some of them are haven't been with like they're gay, like they're a lesbian or they're you know, they like guys and they're a guy. But like, and they haven't maybe come out about that yet, or maybe they're just really, really scared to embrace that new life, being who they really are, but they're actually meant to be that thing that they are, that they're afraid to tell you. And you are going to be okay with it because you are their true love. That's just how it's designed. So they just don't know that yet. And part of their test, and I think I say this in the video called The Divine Masculine's Ultimate Test. If you want to go look that up, it would be worth it. Yeah, they have to get over their ego in order to, and they have to love themselves enough to come to you and speak their truth to you and tell you what it is that's been bothering them. I feel like you're too good for me. I'm afraid once you get to know me, you won't want me and could find somebody better. You know, that's just the true love path. That's also how both of you are going to feel about each other. You know, both of you put each other up on a pedestal and think that you're like flawless almost. And I'm here to say, like, you guys are not flawless, but you have found the right partner if they intimidate you, okay? That is your person. And you don't want to settle for anybody less than that. You want the person that you love to call you up to another level in some way, shape, or form. So this is where you guys, you know, need to love yourselves and heal yourselves enough to say, you know, it's not even a matter of worthiness. It's just a matter of like going and playing with that partner that's meant for you. Like, can we go and play? Can we just go explore this and play and not make it such a big deal, you know? So their emotions are healing. Their emotions are healing, which is enabling them to open to a greater love. The angels are helping them release anger and unforgiveness from their heart and their mind so that they can open up to abundance. They have abundance coming in with you. That's the other thing about true love. Oftentimes you guys get involved in a passion project together or just coming together whenever you take a risk in life and you go toward that which is most authentic for you, no matter what the change is, even for you feminines watching this. If you are contemplating, you know, if you're like, this job just doesn't feel right for me anymore, or this, you know, if anything doesn't feel right for you anymore, it doesn't feel authentic for you, go embrace that new thing and you will make the money that you're meant to make. You will start bringing things in for you. It's just the way the universe works. When you listen to the promptings and the universe is constantly lining you up with your best possible path forward. You know, unless you're getting in your own way. If you're being negative or doubtful or skeptical and all that kind of, you're putting stumbling blocks in your own way to this. But ultimately your higher self is always leading you to your most fulfilling, happy life with the most money possible and the most food possible and the most health possible. All of your happiest things are coming and the floodgates open up when you follow the promptings of your heart, which are placed there by the universe to lead you in the right direction. So always listen to the signs, the synchronicities, and the things that you feel you're being led to, and let that pull you into your happiest future, your best or brightest future. But however, also keeping in mind that sometimes the divine masculine thinking about you a lot will put you, you'll see a lot of numbers and things that remind you of that person. And that may not necessarily be the person for you, depending on if you had to let them go or whatever. It just means that they're thinking about you a lot. So I'm just saying, like, go inside and know, is this my truest truth? Is this my deepest authenticity? And then that's what I'm going to go toward, because you've got some abundance coming for you, masculines. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how and when that will happen. So just have faith. And, how do you have faith? When you're worried, when you're in lack, you say affirmations, and you say them with all of your heart. I am so completely loved and supported in all ways and always. I have a plethora of I'm so grateful for all the incredible options that are always presented to me, where I can make so much money. I'm so excited to be aligning. Annie just walked in the room. I'm so excited to be aligning with everything, all these open doors that are bringing so much abundance into my life. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by the angels. I just kind of feel like they're actually the animals. Well, who cares that when they're up in heaven, of course they're being watched over. I don't know why that card says that. It doesn't make any sense. The animals are watching over you is what I feel. And some animal that's passed away loves you very dearly and knows what you deserve. They've seen you in unhealthy relationships, and they want to see you through to being happy and cuddly with somebody that you truly love. So schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide and help you through this process. So it looks like the masculines are maybe even learning some things, how to live a life without their addiction, how to live a life healed and looking at their hearts, or without their person that was so toxic, or how to, like, maybe they're learning all over again. They're like, they've just sprouted little wings that they have to grow into bigger wings. So what do you desire right now? Visualize it, and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So stay positive and be imagining things going really well for you. As the feminine, I wouldn't make it all about a particular masculine. I would write a contract with yourself of what kind of man you want to be attracting, who you truly love, like what traits do you love? What do you love about him? All of that stuff. And just say, my husband is like this, that, and the other thing is, if you're speaking about it in the past tense, my husband's like this, he's like that, he's like that, he's like that. He's all these. I wouldn't do unrealistic expectations. I would just put things that are very realistic on that list, and sign and date it, stick it on the fridge, and see who comes forward. Because the divine feminines, with all their positive energy and healing, when you have had a lot of positive energy and healing, by the law of attraction, you attract all kinds of suitors. But and the divine feminines, I feel like, are taking excellent care of their bodies. They're starting to take excellent care of themselves right now. And maybe I feel like this is a message for the divine feminines as well, that you guys either are or are to start studying something that helps you go into your future more too. So if there's like a career or something that you've been thinking of doing, maybe painting or doing art or something, you're going to be learning something new that's going to help you get into your divine life path. And it's going to, our energy is connected to our true love, or our true loves. And it's going to be, when you do things that are healthy for you, when you leave a toxic husband, feminines, and you make yourselves available, and you do it because you love yourself and you want this new life that's more authentic for you, then it's also helping your partner to do the same. So don't sit there in your circumstances and say, well, I can't leave my husband, or I can't leave this, or I can't do that. You're totally limiting yourself, and that thing that you're saying out loud, you are creating, and your masculine is going to get stuck in that energy as well. So both of you need to spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and your intentions. So that's the second card we got about, like, what is it that you want? Be positive about it. Be anticipating it. Be pondering it. Be imagining it. everything working out really great, and it will. Okay, so this seems to be a message for both of you. So what are they both coming into? What energy are they both coming into, please? Rising above, see only beauty and grace. You guys are both focusing on the positive, and you're rising above any kind of limiting circumstances, limiting beliefs, negativity, and you're like focused on the victory at hand. You're focused on the victory at the end of this time. You're opening to love. Your heart is open to love. It is on fire. You love this person so much that it's like your driving force. It's the gasoline to your fire. You know, this is your muse. This is your reason for everything that you're doing, everything behind the scenes that you're building, all the different changes that you're making. This person is an inspiration, or yeah. Embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart, not a jaded heart, not a triggered heart. You know, you're completely open to what is possible, both of you, and you're wanting to walk through that door. You're right about to walk through that door, right about to. I feel like some of you are totally about to have that conversation that brings everything together again, or just together. Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So you're loving yourself, and that's bringing peace to your heart, and accepting what is, like you do in my Thank You God for My Misery exercise, is enabling you to embrace the future, open to love, and rise above your circumstances. Accepting what is as it is always a catalyst, actually, to things shifting and changing for you. Okay. I think what we're going to do in the extended is we're going to take a look at any kind of warnings, you know, and what to do about those things that you're being warned about. And we might look into the, I don't know. I'll feel it out. I usually watch this video again, and I put myself in your shoes, and I try to think of what you might be concerned about or wanting to take a look at, and then we explore that more, and I'll use my intuition for that and or the cards. Okay. Kuan Yin, the loving push. Sacred grandmother will nudge you when you need to take a step, comfort you when you become uncertain, and provide the means for you to move towards your destination, which is, of course, your divine destiny. When you feel the divine pushing you, leap. So you're standing at this precipice, and the Divine Mother is going to just give you a little nudge, like, it's okay. It's okay. I got you. Just, you know, take that little leap of faith through that doorway, and you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating on the other side of that. Okay. For some of you, it's never too late. It's never too late. If you have forgotten who you are, know that your true self has not gone away and never will. Underneath every layer of conditioning, under all the twisting and turning and trying to fit into some shape to please others, your true self remains true, ready and waiting to rise up in original gorgeousness and glory. It is never too late for you to choose to be you, that unconventional you that we were talking about. All right. What else, Kuan Yin? What else do you have to say to us? Brightness of your future. Listen to your discontent, your yearning. You want something true. You should not just be quiet and get back to your day job or how things have been, as if you're making a drama out of nothing or imagining things. You are meant to be moved by these things. In other words, take action on them, to feel or become more alive. Trust in the brightness of what is meant to be. Trust that this journey is the right thing for you. Trust that everything's going to work out beautifully. Trust that it's all, you know, all the floodgates are going to open for income, that your family and your friends will support it, and everything's going to work out. All right, I feel like grabbing one more. Love makes all things possible. Love makes all things possible. Take your time, commit to your inner journey, and don't give up. The Divine Mother is always there. Success will be yours. And I feel like the masculine wants to say something else from the masculine deck. So what is it you'd like to say? I could really use some consistent messages of love for a bit while I go through some tough stuff. I need you to hold my hand through this, but from a distance. I'll explain when we talk next. So if you guys are on social media, I call this pinging. It's when you send a message of love to your person on your social media to let them know they're on your mind, that you love them, that you care about them. And it's just basically just showing your support. So if you should feel so inclined, or you could also send them, a text message or something like that. If you want to, just thinking of you, I love you, and you're on my mind, and just, anything that occurs to you. Annie, for some reason, is, you silly goose. She was just hiding in a really funny, peculiar place. He's saying, I've had enough of this. I want you in my life now. Just let me do this on my own terms and trust me. I'm coming or calling sooner than you may think. I just can't take this anymore. Okay, so I'm going to explore some of the details of this and go a little bit deeper in the extended reading. Now I feel like pulling some Moonology cards. Conclusions are within reach, you guys. You're about to go through that gate, and you're going to have the answers that you've been looking for. And the answers to your prayers are about to happen. Surrender to the divine, both of you. If you're in that state of surrender, that means you're staying in the moment. You're letting life guide you. You act when prompted to, and you're just more in the flow with how life is directing you, rather than, being like that. You can make plans and go forward, but it's also like if those plans change or shift, you're not like, it's over. This is never going to happen. You're more like, okay, all right. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let it hold you back and make you get triggered. Don't let it hold you back and feel like you can't open to love again, because your heart is open to love. And maybe that's why you're opening to love, is you don't want this to be the thing that holds you from the person you're truly meant to be with. That other person that you were holding on to, you got to really look into why you were holding on to them in the first place, because they obviously were not the person for you. So take a good look. Make it not about the person. Take the person out of the equation and see the details. See what it is that you wanted so badly out of them, and see if you might be able to get that out of the next person, or give that to yourself, even better. Whatever, there is some kind of an illusion going on. If you're still holding on to the past, there's an illusion there. Nobody's all that incredible that, that they hold all the keys, that they hold the ticket for everything. Whatever it is that you wanted so badly for them, or that they provided for you, you can have that again. You can ask for that, or you can provide it for yourself. But learn to reflect in such a way that you don't make yourself like disempowered by making it all about them. Do you know what I mean? The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is coming to an end so that you can have this divine beginning with the right person. Balance spirituality and practicality. So, you can't just kumbaya all day long and meditate, and that's going to bring your person. You got to actually be practical too. You've got to make a plan. You got to buy that airplane ticket. You've got to, take time out of your schedule to spend with that person. You got to, figure out, when. You've got to figure out, all the practicalities of the situation as well. Okay, one more, please. And yeah, when they're just showing me that card that we just saw, don't give up. Quit telling yourself nothing's going to come of the situation. Don't listen to the devil on your shoulder. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Okay. So this is going to have a happy ending. You just have to just believe and have faith and be bold and make the first move, okay? That's all you got to do. Once you start talking to the person, or once you start opening your heart to the person, or once you start admitting things to the person, like how you feel about them, masculines, That's all it's going to take. You guys just kind of clicking, coming together is going to, once you get to know your true love better, and once you start, getting over the past and all this enough to actually reach out to the person, you'll be amazed how quickly you'll forget about the other person. You'll just be like, what the hell was I so hung up on that person for? You're not even going to believe it. So open your mind to the possibilities and just know that the person who's meant for you is going to click so much better with. It's going to be so much easier. It's going to flow like you can't believe. So have a little faith in life and what life is trying to lead you to, and take action when prompted. Okay, guys, have yourselves a beautiful day. Hopefully you got something out of that. Hopefully it gave you some confirmation that you needed. And okay. Now they're saying to grab a couple of tea leaf cards. Recognition, reward for merit is coming. So, maybe some of you feel like you're a little crazy believing in this person and whatnot, but like, you will be recognized for having believed in it. You're gonna get them finally saying that they love you, and you're gonna be able to see, I told you. You're gonna get that. Pay attention to your health. So be looking out for yourself and be rebuilding yourself and be doing those healthy things. Always be asking yourself, is this helping or is this hindering my connection or my life or where I'm trying to go? Recognition again, recognition for merit. I had put that one back and it came up again. Okay, so you've had a major challenge to overcome, but you are rising above it. Or whatever that major challenge is, you are going to overcome it. You'll be taken care of in a difficult time by this person that loves you so much. So you want to align with the right person, and beware of greed. Is that what's holding you back? You want more and more and more before you feel ready? Let go of that greed. Don't be greedy. Know that things can happen in magical, miraculous ways. You're going to have that good fortune you're looking for. You're going to have the good fortune, but you've got to let go, surrender, and accept what is. You're going to have a time of prosperity and abundance if you just believe and just continue to rise above. All right, guys. Diamond at the bottom of the deck. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Maybe even a diamond. You might be getting engaged to this person or married. Okay. Have a beautiful day, guys. And if this resonated for you and you want to explore, if you want to look deeper into the situation, I'm going to do an extended reading right now. Click the link below this video and go check that out if you want. All right. Talk to you in a couple weeks. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in getting a reading, you can check out my services at amysatori.com/services. You can also join me on Patreon, where I do a monthly energies reading, pick a deck, messages from spirit, and more. Subscribe to me on alternative channels such as BitChute, Brand New Tube, HugeTube, and the Collective Super Channel if you want to be sure we stay connected. Feel free to follow me on Instagram or reach out on Telegram as well. If you're interested in some great health-boosting products I'm a huge fan of, please enter the URL below in your browser for more information. Also, check for the latest updates in the description of my videos as I try to keep them up to date. Thank you so much and have yourself a beautiful day.